I want to take a look at the guitar that I think is probably the best guitar that I own that costs less than $400. This is the Eart TL380, and let's go ahead and check this out. All right, so in typical Raph fashion, I've re-recorded this video like 5 times. So to the good folks at Eart, I am so sorry, but here it is, finally, after only, I don't know, 5 months. And I want to make a video on this. I have kind of an interesting relationship with Eart. First off, I want to thank them because currently they sponsor me. But I have an interesting relationship because the first video that I did, which went viral for the Eart guitars, was a video talking about reasons not to buy them, or reasons I thought maybe they were overrated at the time. This was well over a year ago, I think a year and a half. And that video has about 20,000 views or something. So that's kind of interesting. But what I thought was really interesting is I kept getting comments about people telling me that I was nuts. I didn't know what I was talking about. I just had bad experiences. Give them another try. And I did, and I'm super glad I did. And eventually, somehow, it turned into a working relationship where I'll sometimes provide advice, suggestions. And one of the suggestions was actually related to this guitar, and it was the price point. At this time, the price point for this guitar, when it was launched, it was $600, and it was received with some negative backlash, my own included. And so we had some conversations, and we were able to kind of fall into the $399 price point, which for the money we thought was going to be really, really competitive out there with anything else that there is. And we were right. This guitar is absolutely amazing, not just from a finish and features perspective, but the sound of it too is pretty incredible. I'm going to go over the features now, and I want to show you some close-up shots, and you're going to hear the guitar with a clean channel. You're going to hear the coil split, and then just get an idea of what that sounds like. Features for this guitar, we got a roasted mahogany body with a beautiful honey burst finish, some really nice modern cutaways. You can see a nice forearm cut there, as well as if we flip it over, a nice big belly cut, and even a small recessed area right here, which makes the neck joint very, very comfortable. If you're trying to fall on that last fret, that's exactly what's going to happen every time you slide your hand down. So that's pretty cool. We've got 2 humbucker pickups that are all nickel. I believe they call these Classic 57s, so they're emulating the Gibson stuff. 1 volume, 1 tone. We got a toggle switch for the coil split, 3-way position selector. You've got a tremolo with a 2-point tremolo with a pop-in bar, and you've got 6 stainless steel saddles, as well as a big block for the tremolo. I'll put a close-up of that at some point. And then the start of the show is a roasted neck, right? So this roasted neck that they do, it's a roasted neck with a roasted fretboard, roasted maple neck and fretboard. It's got a contour compound neck, right? So you go from a U shape to a C shape, makes it very, very comfortable because it's rounder up here, it's flatter up here, just makes playing leads more effortlessly when you get up to here. But when you're over here, it makes chords a little easier because it's a more rounded, almost slightly narrower shape. Just makes it easier to do all this stuff, right? The other thing that's the start of the show, aside from that neck, is going to be what's on it, which are the stainless steel frets. As you can see, premium fret treatment. Hopefully the camera can capture that well. Premium fret treatment on the stainless steel medium jumbo frets that it has. This one is 22 frets. We also have the spoke wheel truss rod adjustment right there at the base of the neck. We have these tuners that say something Design USA. They're pretty good quality, interesting shape there. And we have a bone nut, which hopefully you can see there, as well as 2 string trees. And I think I've covered all of my bases. So anyways, we looked at the specs. What I'd like to do now is we're going to go do some playing, and then after that, I'll give you a little bit more information, give you my final thoughts, and we'll close out the video. So let's do that now. Alrighty, so we've looked at the guitar in greater detail. We've heard what it sounds like. Now let me tell you my final thoughts. Now, obviously, you're probably inclined to think that because I got this guitar sent to me by Eart, that I'm biased on my opinion, but that's not the case. I hold no qualms on criticizing anything that needs to be criticized. If I like it, if I don't like it, I will be very clear and transparent about that. You guys probably know, you've seen some of my Firefly videos. Most of the stuff that I review on the channel that's Firefly has been sent to me, and I have no problems calling out every issue that I see. I do like the guitar, so I just want to be clear about that, but some of them have their little flaws and, little details, and I will call those out every time. Same thing here. However, and I mean, again, it's probably going to sound biased, but it's hard to do it with this guitar. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I want to say 7 Eart guitars. 2 were sent to me, and then the other 5 I purchased. Actually, 8. 6 I purchased. The other 2 were sent to me. The 6 that I purchased, I did 5 before working with them and 1 after. So that shows you how much I believe in the brand and how much I like them. I'm not just a random guy that gets free guitar sent being opinionated. I just genuinely like the brand. It's probably, out of all the budget guitars under $500, probably up there with my favorite one. This guitar, I just like everything about it. It's a very comfortable guitar. It's got a lightweight to it, 7.5 pounds, no neck dive. The pickups are probably the biggest surprise. So one of the things that I criticized most in my Eart video was the pickups on it. I had tried the Explorer, the NKC3, the T-style, and I can't remember the other one, and I just did not like the pickups. I thought they sucked. I thought the electronics sucked. The electronics are still not great, but these pickups, which they have on the single cut as well, and I can't recall if they also have them on the semi-hollow, but they sound fantastic. They just have a nice airy tone to them, and I'm not the only one saying that. I know Phil McKnight reviewed, I think it was the single cut that had these same pickups, and he really, really liked them. And I think, what is it, Steve from Boston? The guy from Boston that shreds, I like that guy. He reviewed the same guitar in kind of like a metallic green finish, and he also really liked the pickups. They just sound really, really good. They're comparable to that Gibson PAF thing that they're going for. The neck is super comfortable. It plays great. The other thing that I kind of knocked down back then, a year and a half ago, was the quality control with the not so much with the fit and finish, but just the factory setup, especially the fret level. And the fret level on this guitar is just perfect. I don't have any tall frets or anything like that. They're perfectly level, perfectly polished. I've got nothing. I really, really like this guitar. It is actually quite comparable to my Sire T7, which is one of my favorite guitars. I would just put it slightly below the Sire because I do like the overall electronics and pickups of the Sire just a little bit better. And it does have a really nice fancy finish, but for $399, you can't do wrong. I think they have one on sale right now for $279 for the pink one. Trust me when I tell you that's a stupid deal. You should absolutely go for it if you're looking for a T-style and if you like the color. But yeah, it's just a great balanced guitar that sounds great, plays great, and feels great. And that's why I like it. And I would recommend that you check it out too. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was educational, and I'll see you all in the next one. So take care. Have a great rest of your day.